World of Tanks is an action MMO free-to-play tank battle game that was released in 2010 and instantly blew up. The game gained over 100 million registered players in the first 4 years, and it won many awards such as Golden Joystick or the best game of the 2012 and 2013.
The winner is World of Tanks.
But since then, the game has seen a significant drop in players, and in comparison with other new released titles like League of Legends or Fortnite just weren't enough. But why? What happened? World of Tanks had and still has a lot of design flaws that have not been fixed even after 13 years since its launch. Let's start with the biggest stupidity that has ever been in the game. We all know that in World of Tanks there are several types of ammunition. Each tank has a basic one with standard penetration and a premium one with higher penetration, which means if you use the premium one you don't have to aim as much. You will get more shots, deal more damage, and have more fun. At the very beginning, premium ones was only available for gold or real money. Imagine that in CSGO you have ability to shoot bullets that have 25% more damage. Isn't it a bit pay to win? This feature absolutely destroyed the ability to be competitive if you only played for free, and such other functions are still in the game, such as crew recruiting, crew retraining, crew perk renewal, free experience conversion, or equipment disassembly. These microtransactions make your life more pleasant, and playing, for example, without premium account means that researching a tier 10 tank will take you maybe a month instead of 3 days. Playing completely free to play means longer grind tanks, less penetrating, and overall has less fun in the game. When the other game titles started betting on skins, World of Tanks kept the majority of skins for free and stuck to the microtransactions to improve the game experience. But this led to the fact that players who didn't pay money didn't have as much fun with the game, and playing completely for free, it's more like suffering than a gaming experience. So players move to the game titles that are truly free to play and where players are not punished for not spending money, such as Dota, CSGO or Fortnite. Apart from the microtransactions, however, there is something even worse, and that are premium vehicles. In the majority of cases, premium vehicles can be only purchased with real money, and their main advantage is that they earn more credits, and for that they are slightly worse than other tanks in the tech tree. So they was. Because they are for real money. Wargaming wants to sell as many of these vehicles as possible, and their premium tanks began to release in large quantities. They had various special features and their quality began to rise sharply. Premium tanks were released mainly on the tier 8, which as a result completely destroyed tier 8 and partly also tier 7 tech 3 tanks. Here we can see a comparison of the best tech 3 tanks versus the premium ones on the tier 8. Wargaming has nerfed several premium tanks in the history, and this has led to a wave of complaints and refunds to the customers, and Wargaming doesn't want that, so it abandoned the nerfing of powerful premium vehicles. But I don't really understand how it is possible that League of Legends can sell heroes and then nerf them without any problems, and Wargaming cannot. The other issue is not about making money at all, but it's just about Wargaming inability to design and keep their game running. In other games like League of Legends or Dota, we see balance updates every few weeks or months. This means that each hero will go through several changes during the year that will adjust his abilities and strength based on his results in the game. In World of Tanks, these balance updates are on average once or twice a year and only for a few vehicles, which means that some of these tanks have never been balanced since their release, regardless they are very bad or very strong. This is how Wargaming released several tier 10 tanks that couldn't be bought even for money, but only for completing very hard and difficult missions or clan campaigns, which means that these very powerful machines were owned only by good players, who then destroy other weak players in their balanced tanks. This basically means that if you had your favorite tank that got nerfed, that moved it to the absolute bottom, or the meta evolved so that it simply became weak due to more and more powerful tanks coming out, you won't wait years if your favorite tank will get buffed again, and you just stop playing. The unbalancing of tanks leads to the fact that the grinding of some tier tanks is very frustrating, because without premium account you have to play hundreds of battles with tanks that are really bad. Imagine you have 75% crew, your tank is unequipped because you have no research tracks and completely stock, because you didn't pay real money, and also you have to play against tanks that are significantly better than yours, and sometimes you can't even earn them. This must be a powerfully off-putting experience for new players. In addition, matchmaking doesn't even see the difference between quality of tanks, which means that they can easily put double mouse 277 and ST2 on the one side and Quadra Chieftain on the other side. But this is not only about designing tanks, but also the maps themselves. Some maps have a difference in the win rate over 10%. So if you just got spawned on one side of the map, your chances of winning the battle are automatically significantly lower. Regardless, the maps are completely unbalanced to the types of tanks that play on them. For example, try to spot with a light tank on the Himmelsdorf map. Wargaming largely ignores this data and leave most of the maps completely unchanged. So, is there any hope for World of Tanks at all? Definitely yes, the game is still full of great features and can bring a great gaming experience. However, the game needs significantly more work and love. Tanks and maps need to be balanced as soon as possible, because without a quality game product there is nothing to save. And cancel a lot of game features that invites to microtransactions, but if they are not done, ruining your life. Delete 75% crew, cancel the module research, cancel the retraining for golds, cancel the renewal of perks for golds, cancel this amounting of equipment for golds. Almost no one does these microtransactions, and they just make everyone's life very unpleasant. I hope that Wargaming realize what an amazing game and opportunity they have in their hands. Take inspiration from other gaming titles and start making a World of Tanks great again. And my last tip what to change is delete artillery. Guys, thank you for watching. For more content, check out my YouTube and Twitch. I am probably just streaming right now.